Welcome, my fellow What If fans, to my MCU What If Season 3 Strength and Power tier list. Make sure you watch my videos on the first two seasons to get yourself caught up. Now let's jump right in. The human tiers for regular humans. Sonny Birch is physically average, but he had a special watch that could hypnotize people. Obadiah Stane has a gun and could likely shoot Sonny before he gets hypnotized. The superhuman tiers for characters beyond us normal folk. Kate Bishop is the sharpest shooter in the Wild West and ended the life of the Hood. Asian cowboy Shang-Chi is her partner and easily beat up John Walker and a bunch of other outlaws. The Hood turned out to be Shang's sister. She has comparable skill to her brother, but also has the ability to turn invisible. Shang admitted his sister was always stronger and braver than him, so I'll give her the edge, though her brother was likely holding back and being kind with his words. The Super Soldier tier is for characters on the level of a Super Soldier. Kingo's pretty featless besides shooting energy blasts and losing badly to Agatha. I placed him here as this is about where I had him in my Phase 4 list, but he could be a tier up. The Red Guardian and Winter Soldier are about on par with each other, though the Winter Soldier is more apt to use deadly weaponry and is a bit more competent, so if I had to give one the edge it would be him. Giant Man seems superior to either of these two super soldiers individually, but working together they were able to take him down. Rising up to the low superhero tier, the only one here is Captain Carter. She didn't do much this season, but this is the tier I had her in my Season 2 tier list, so here she shall remain. This season she was able to keep up with her extremely powerful teammates and fight against a giant space squid, so I guess that's enough to show she should be above the other super soldiers. Increasing in size to the mid superhero tier, the two in this tier are incredibly huge. The Gamma Beasts were called Bigger Meaner Hulks, and the mechs made to fight them were called Bigger Meaner Hulkbusters. So I think this means they have to at least be in the tier where I have the regular Hulk and Hulkbuster, which has consistently been the mid superhero tier in all of my lists. Moving up to the high superhero tier, these characters are noticeably more powerful than the Hulk. The combined mech, or should I dare say, Mechazord, was able to easily take out groups of Gamma Beasts, and Bruce made this program to defeat the Hulk or any other rampaging beasts, so it makes sense for it to be at least a tier above where I place the Hulk. The Vision can become intangible, making it virtually untouchable, and shoots a powerful laser to cut down its foes. Riri, after absorbing the Vision, likely surpassed it. This suit elevated her consciousness to new levels no person has ever known before. Quentin Beck, after uploading nanites into his body, took over the world with the power of illusions and Stark Tech. In every possible version of this reality, he always beats Riri. That is, until the Watcher stepped in to motivate her. So a fully motivated Riri actually goes above Quentin. But without outside interference, Quentin always wins, so I put him above. Agatha's only feat in her human form was easily defeating Kingo, but the high superhero tier is where I had her in my Phase 4 tier list, and she absorbed all of the Eternal's powers, including Icarus's, who I also had in the high superhero tier, so I think she has to at least be in this tier. The Team Buster tier is for characters who could take out a group of powerful superheroes. Storm with Mjolnir should be incredibly powerful, having the power of Thor on top of her own lightning powers, and she seems comparable to her teammates. Birdie the Duck, even as an egg, proved to be more powerful than the likes of Thanos, Zeus, and many more, so she has to at bare minimum be in this tier as an adult. Kahorti didn't do much this season, but from last season we know she could take on characters with Infinity Stones, so she has to at least be around here as well. The Alpha Gamma Beast easily defeated the Marvel Mechazord. The Godzilla Hulk was about even with the Alpha and lost their initial bout, but with his Gamma Breath he quickly incinerated the rival beast. Expanding to the Cosmic tier, these characters are threats to the cosmos. The giant tentacle monster was called an interdimensional universe eater, and it took Kahorti, Birdie, Storm, and Captain Carter working together to defeat it. Arishem is the powerful Celestial, but after Agatha absorbed the power of another Celestial, Tiamat, she was able to defeat Arishem and absorb the Celestial's power, becoming even stronger. Reaching the next dimension of power, we have arrived at the Universal tier. These characters have the power to end entire universes. Infinity Ultron was once the strongest character in the show, and he could easily defeat Kahorti, Birdie, and Storm, but in this season it was shown he was just a big fish in a small pond, or should I say universe, and the Eminence easily defeated him. Captain Carter, Kahorti, Birdie, and Storm, after taking the oath and obtaining the power of the Watchers, put up a better fight against the Eminence than Infinity Ultron. Peggy sacrificed herself to win the fight, which is why I put her at the top of her team. The Eminence and the other two Watchers that followed him were outnumbered but still held their own and sometimes got the better of the newly anointed Watchers, so even though they ended up losing, individually they should be stronger. Uatu defeated the Eminence in a 1v1, so the Watcher we grew to know and love is the strongest character in the show. However, the Evil Watcher trio can combine their powers to surpass him and erase someone along with all of their variants across all universes. It took Peggy sacrificing herself to stop them by transporting them to Doctor Strange's universe, where he's basically become a conscious universe that can control whatever happens within himself. Due to this, he was able to take the Eminence's powers away. This also makes Universe Strange a contender for the strongest in the show. That's the end of my Marvel What If Season 3 Strength and Power tier list. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, because if you don't, you'll forever be wondering, what if?